Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again with more reviews for you this evening. So I've got no idea what the hell we're going to be seeing. Let's just get in and see what the hell they are today. Okay, so let's just jump in and see what cards they have for us this evening by pressing that little trusty play button. Okay, Retired Reckoner. So they brought him out of retirement from the arena to get back into this. He's a 5 cost, which is 2/6 with Overwhelm. When you target me, grant me +1. So kind of, again, he's in Noxus. So already making it seem like this is more like a Riven based deck, potentially a Taric based deck. Bear in mind that every single time that he's targeted, it is grant. Even Draven, of course, Draven has been part of the set of which you're going into the arena could make this work out quite nicely as well, because obviously every single time that you're throwing an axe, you are granting this +1, plus it's got Overwhelm, so potentially either going down a Riven route, a Draven route, or a Taric route. This could, or all of them, this could be a very nice situation you put yourself in. It's already got Overwhelm, so if you were to go down the Riven route, obviously giving quick attack for certain turns could be quite nice, and yeah, just going in on additional stats. There are obviously other, and plus as well, bear in mind that this is now Noxus does have that card. Is it 4 mana? I can't remember how much mana it is. It's 4 mana or 5 mana, the one which instantly gives you +5 attack. So putting that on top of this will actually give it +6 attack going forward with Overwhelm, so that it will be already like an 8 damage kind of card going in there. So interesting, and definitely I feel like they might find some uses depending on where the hell you want to go with this. So let's go in, as well as obviously any other buffs that you can come up with in any other region can work here. It's like the J Madada. Please tell me they make a J Madada for every single region, because that would be hilarious. Whenever you target, something happens when you target your own unit. Okay, let's get in there. Yeah, again, the artwork, whoever's put this whole set together, honestly, that's so well done. The artwork is fantastic. Another Noxian card here with the Ruined The Ruined Reckoner. It's happening everywhere. There's a retired one. There's the other one. I can't remember what the hell the actual proper one's called at this moment right now. But we've now got a Ruined Reckoner. So it has obviously hit. We know that Draven, I'm assuming he's going to get a Ruined skin because of what we've seen from League of Legends, that they have succumbed. And so I would love to see every member of the arena become a Ruined version. Ruined Battlecaster and Ruined the Blade and Kato. But anyway, Ruined Reckoner is a 4 cost 4/3. When I'm summoned, create a Midnight Raid in hand. Now, obviously, I'm guessing we're going to see what Midnight Raid is to put the quality of how this is. Obviously, it's still a 4-drop for free, but it really does depend on what Midnight Raid does. Yet again, fantastic artwork as we go in, and this is so Foom. Midnight Raid is a 0 cost slow speed, which is an ally starts a free attack, which we're getting this a lot, right? We're getting a lot of different things which are giving you free attacks, be it the listing, Bilgewater, as well as the lurk card in Bilgewater gives a free attack. So anytime when you see free attack, it is always that kind of thing whereby it can be used on number one, to help Misfortune. It can be used to help what's her face? Quinn. You could also use this to be able to, on top of Vi, which Vi with Noxus, there is actually already like a kind of nice idea of using Vi here because of the idea of putting Overwhelm on top of Vi, especially leveled up Vi, so you're doing that 5 damage, and then also if you've got Overwhelm on top of her, doing additional damage in there as well. And also Vi does work quite nicely in Noxus anyway because of Draven's wording death counters of strike as well when you're attacking forward, but that's besides the point. There are so many different things that can work with Renekton going forward again. The ability, I wonder whether or not, so actually no, I don't think that would work on top of Taric. I'm just trying to work out whether or not if you did this on top of Taric, because then you'd already be in the attack if you were to go forward again, is what I'm trying to say. But what is this? This is a fleeting card as well, so you can't just keep hold of this. You could keep hold of this card if you do use the stress testing in PNZ, so you can decide when you want this free attack to be. But actually, not a bad thing. But bearing in mind, when you are playing that 4 cost, this is a fleeting card. Therefore, you have to know when you're playing it to know that you want to be playing this as well. Obviously, actually, you know what I'm thinking here? as insane as it might sound, like the potential of using this with Hecarim. Like, Ruination is in my mind here, but potentially this with Hecarim, if we're talking about cards within Noxus, where this would be hilarious with, obviously Legion Emeralda, but also Battering Ram would be a very funny thing to put this with as well, but it's just my first initial thoughts on this card, as funny little things that you could do. Yeah, again, just that the souls reaching out, everything is like, so, oh, Draven, Draven's skin. So let's face it, that is both of Draven's skins as well that he's going to be getting there. So we know that Shyvana's going to be getting a new skin that's going to be for this. We know that Draven's getting a new skin. We know that Riven's getting a new skin. Potentially, does that mean that Karma's going to get a new skin and Diana as well? Like in terms of those, because like everything that we've seen in the picture kind of like dictates that potentially we might see the plus as well as like what's going on in the lore in general. Obviously, all of these champions have already got new skins, so it's just like god damn it, where's my boy? Where's my boy Timo? I mean, admittedly, my boy Hyman did get a skin, so I'm not gonna get too feverish about it. But there are certain people, like, I know that people say, this is your first experience of Riot, but still, I do love the new skins when we do see them. I just want animations with them to make them more worthwhile, rather than it just being a picture that you're basically paying for. But we'll see what they give us. So I'm very quickly just going to throw in the cards that were yesterday, because there was only 3 cards yesterday, so I didn't actually bother to do a video on them. So let's very quickly go in to my first thoughts on these. Obviously, we've got the Safecracker as a 4-mana 4/4 for Streamer, which is give an ally +2, which is to give an enemy -2 this round. So it's just like that nice little kind of swing, almost a troll chanty swing here, of which it like I've just been able to get somebody's attack up, but then also minus an enemy's attack. Obviously, it's not exactly Troll Chant. Troll Chant is helping your health, but it can still be like a thing that if you, like, potentially in a fearsome archetype, like you could use this to give your fearsomes more attack, but also like stop an enemy from defending your fearsome as well, because we know that the Shreemer's already got some fearsome synergies within them, that this could potentially be used within there. Whether it's good enough, I don't know, because it doesn't have the keyword fearsome itself, so whether or not this is good enough, I don't know, but it definitely could be interesting to put this in some decks and see what goes on with it. But it is just a play effect, and yeah, there wasn't too much to say on it, that's why I didn't really, all of these cards, they're interesting in their own right, but I don't think it was worth making a video on it yesterday. So we've got the Bruiser here, which you get a 5-mana 5-mana 5/5 from Shreem. This one actually is slightly more interesting to me, which is that every single time they strike, create a Lucky Find in hand. And obviously, Lucky Find is the card whereby you can get a bunch of different things, be it keywords such as Tough, Fearsome, Spell, Shield, and Challenge, and all that. There's more than that, but my mind can't remember. But also, you can get stats in terms of plus health, plus attack, and plus health and plus attack. So, like, Lucky Find, the ability of doing this, it's every single time this unit strikes. And so, I don't know why it came to mind, but the comedy of using this unit with Judgment, so that it just goes, and just creates a bunch of Lucky Finds in hand. I don't know why I found that so funny in my head as a maneuver, but it definitely can be done. And because it also can be any form of strikes through Demacia, through its single combats, concerted strikes. You could also get, again, the strikes of Noxus with like Draven's Whirling, and the strike within Shreemer itself, which is the bonk spell of Siphoning Soul, or Siphoning Strike, that's the word. So there are ways of getting more Lucky Finds out of this. I don't know why the comedy of using this with Judgment was what stuck out to my head the first time I saw this card, but really, like that ability of being able to get that resource to give additional keywords is actually quite a nice one. I still don't know where I'd put this deck at this moment in time. Potentially, this could see way into what could be forming as the Taric deck with the new champion Ashen, which is Action, or Action, whatever his name is, Ashen. The ability of using that with those, because obviously the buffs that you get off of the hold from Ashen is potentially a good chance to use with Taric. But this would also like fit into that archetype. So maybe they find way in here, but for some reason my mind kind of wants to go down a Demacian route with the striking. But that's just my fault on this card, and we'll quickly move over to this one. But yeah, again, this is one of these ones whereby it's whether or not you want to play this, because you'd be playing this in an Ashen deck. There's no reason to play this outside of an Ashen deck, which is she is summoning the Warlord's Palace, which is like what is needed to level him up, which is needed to level up Ashen. So if you don't find him by turn 2, this is a way of like having another thing that will put at least a Warlord's Palace out, which means that if you level the Warlord's Palace, you instantly level Ashen when you find him and put him on the board, so that you then go into the next 8-cost one. The problem is, and obviously like she is also in advance if it's already on the board, so it's helping you get towards leveling him up. And a free for free, it still is value in the fact that like you can still get some okay trades out of it. As well as it said, it's helping level up the champion. Whether or not it's going to be worthwhile in that deck and whether it gets cut for something else, I don't know. But, and also, it's actually a summon effect, I've just realised. So, the summon effect, you could actually use this with, well, I can't think of the names right now, the, why is my mind just like collapsing in on itself? The Hourglass. You could use this with Hourglass, so you could resummon this and actually make the Warlord's Palace go down by 4, quite quickly, which could actually help get that out. So there is actually a few little tricks that you can do with this that might be interesting to do. I don't actually know whether or not she's, I don't know yet again whether or not she's going to be worthwhile, but definitely an Ashen deck is the only way that she makes any sense. It would be a little bit like kind of like nice if she drew Ashen, or if the Warlord's Palace had already been think that this then converts to the Horde one, so that if the Warlord's Palace is completed and there's a Horde on the board, then advance that by 2. That would actually be like quite nice, but just because it's the first one, because if you've already leveled up the Warlord's Palace, is this card worthwhile? I don't know. So that's just what I have to say about this one. Those are all the cards. I definitely am hyped about them, which are the Noxian cards that we saw, and another Ruined card. I wonder whether or not we're going to see any Sentinel cards before the reveal, or before the release next week. But anyway, please let me know what you think of these cards down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays if you want to catch the action live as I'm playing stupid decks and trying testing new things out. There's also the Discord link down below if you want to get in there and talk about any of these cards, talk about deck ideas that you're having. I would love to hear it. So you can do it in the comment section or in that Discord where we're making a lovely community of people. So if you want to get involved with that, please feel free to. And if you enjoyed yourself, why not consider hitting that subscribe button, helping Gomez get towards those 5,000 followers / subscribers that he's looking for by the end of the year. But honestly, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, afternoon, or whatever it is, and hopefully see you tomorrow for some more reveals. So until then, goodbye. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.